Hi preschool parents. My name is Miss Jenny. Welcome to our parent meeting for the 2023-2024 preschool year. Hopefully your child has had a chance to do a little virtual preschool with me the last couple of weeks, and you're familiar with my website, thebrightbeginning.com, and also my YouTube channel. Be sure to bookmark both of those so that you can access those easily throughout the school year. Every Friday, I upload pictures onto my website, and so pictures that I've just taken throughout the week. And so I recommend going on there on Fridays. I'll send you a little text reminder that they've been uploaded, and you can go through the pictures and kind of sneak a peek into what we did that week during preschool and download. You can save any pictures that you'd like to your phone. Also, let's see. I also put the calendar onto my website. I've got some notes over here that I'll just be checking throughout the meeting to make sure I don't forget anything. I've got a lot of information I want to pack in here. So I upload my calendar at the end of each month for the following month. And so right now you'll see the August calendar is on my website, and also the September calendar has also been uploaded. Sometime on Tuesday, the day before preschool starts on September 5th, I will send you a invitation to join the remind text. That's how I send out information. That's how I'll send like the little reminder that the pictures are on the website and just important information coming up. It'll all be listed in the calendar as well, but I like to send a little remind text because I know how busy you guys are. You don't have to download the app. There is a Remind app. I have the app. I like it. It looks really nice and clean when it comes through, but you don't have to download the app if you don't want to. It will also come through just as a text message to your phone. This is the snack sack. So every day, a different preschooler has the snack. And so when it's your child's turn for snack, they will bring this home with them the day before they have snack. And then they'll just bring it back with snack inside of it. I ask that you send something healthy-ish. I mean, it is just a snack, and so it doesn't have to be like a big, elaborate something, but like pretzels or goldfish, or the kids love cut up fruit snacks, things like that. We have 11 children in each class this year, and we don't have any food allergies. So also on their birthdays, they will bring home the snack sack the day before we're celebrating their birthday. So that's the exception to the healthy rule. They can bring cupcakes or brownies or something birthday-ish on their birthday. And also when we have feasts. So we have a Thanksgiving feast and an Easter feast. And on those days, anything goes. So they can bring just whatever they want. This is the yellow folder that will come home with your preschooler on the first day of preschool. This is really important that it stays in their backpack and comes to and from preschool every day. This is our main way of communication. Plus it teaches the children to have responsibility. Most likely they'll have a folder like this when they're in kindergarten, and so it teaches them to be responsible for their folder and make sure they've got it in their backpack, and they put it in their cubby every day when they come into preschool, and then at the end of the day they take their folders and put it back in their backpack. So I just wanted to go over this so you can be familiar with it. So over here it says left at home. So on this side, this is where everything will come home for the day. So if we've done a craft or something like that, that'll be on this side, and you can just take that out and keep it. This is the calendar. This is September here. And then right behind September is August. So this was our virtual calendar here that I sent to you. Each month I'll put the new calendar in the front, and I put it in at the end of the following month. So like the end of September, I'll put October calendar in here. I'll also have the digital version of the calendar uploaded onto my website. And the digital version, there's hyperlinks. So anything that's underlined on this hard copy, you'll be able to click on the link and watch a video that goes along with it. So I've got videos for each letter of the week. I've got videos for the book of the week, and just different things like that. So I'm gonna go over the calendar in just a minute, but right now I just wanted to show you everything that's in the folder. So you have the calendars at the front, and then this is just a list of all of the students. It's the class directory, so it's got the student, their mom's name, and then the phone number. And I have this in here just so that you guys can reach each other if you wanted to figure out like carpooling or play dates or something like that. And then it also has my contact information down here, my address and phone number and email. This is just a daily health screening. We just want to keep the preschool room a really healthy and safe place. So just be sure if your child is sick that you keep them home for that day and let me know. Here we have the Bright Beginnings important dates and holidays. I recommend pulling out your phone and entering all of these dates into your phone calendar so that you have them, just so that you can know what's coming up. And I will also send out lots of reminders and it'll be in the calendar and everything like that. Nothing should be a surprise at preschool. There is a date that has changed. I had the fall field trip was supposed to be in September, but due to scheduling conflict with our guest, we needed to schedule it for October. So Jungle Jill is going to be visiting us at our preschool on October 26th. So be sure and put that in your calendar. On that day, both classes meet together and we meet during the morning time. So 8:30 to 11. So nothing will change for the morning class. Afternoon class on October 26th, it's a Thursday. We'll meet together at 8:30 in the morning from 8:30 to 11. Over here, we've got our daily schedule, the curriculum. All of these things can also be found on my website, but sometimes it's nice just to have a hard copy of everything in one place. This just has the policies, information, procedures. This was in their registration packet. This is the payment policy here. Tuition is due the first of the month. So tuition is $1,800 for the entire preschool year. You can go ahead and pay for it now. It's due September 1st. Or you can pay, if you want to break it up and pay per semester, you can pay $900 now and $900 second semester. Or if you want to make monthly payments, you can make 8 monthly payments. Due the first of the month, September through April, and it's $225 if you want to break it up monthly. This goes over the drop-off and pickup policy. So on Tuesdays, unfortunately, it's trash day in my neighborhood, and so it can get kind of congested. With the trash cans out and cars parked on the street and stuff like that. I just ask you to be really considerate of my neighbors and don't block driveways, and also don't double park. Like, make sure your car's not sticking out into the middle of the street so that traffic can go back and forth and still get up and down my street. Sometimes the line gets backed up like all the way down to the little park down the street from me. And so if that's the case, sometimes it's hard to tell, like if it's a parked car or if it's a preschooler in line for drop off. And so if that's the case and you're not sure, you can always just drive down the street slowly and drive past my house. And if you see like, oh, they're all parents in line, you can just park right around the corner from me and walk your child up. And just be sure that you're on time for both drop off and pickup. I come out right at the beginning of class, so right at 8:30 and 11:30, I'll come outside and walk down and greet your child. So if you're walking, just wait for me down by the fire hydrant. There's a fire hydrant right at the end of my walkway. Or if you're driving, just wait in your car until I come out there. Please don't just send your child up. My front door will be locked and I might not be available until right at the beginning of preschool class. If you're late, just park and walk them up to make sure that they get in safely. And then also just make sure that you're prompt on time to pick up. Thank you. Next page is the growth mindset. And this is a philosophy that I use. I love teaching the children that their brains are like a muscle, and the more they use it, the stronger it gets and the smarter that they become. And I also really like teaching them that it's okay to make mistakes and that we learn from our mistakes. So this goes over a little bit more information about growth mindset, what it is, and ways that you can help your child. The next page just has a list of the first 100 sight words. I introduce sight words during the second semester, and we also do early readers during the second semester. So each child will get their own set of early readers, and that will start in January. The next page, this is just the progress report that I use to evaluate your children. I evaluate them in the fall and in the spring, and then the progress report will come home, and you are welcome to contact me at any time to review their progress. The next couple pages just go over its kindergarten readiness checklist. So just some things as you're getting ready to enroll them in preschool, as you're getting ready to enroll them into kindergarten. So if you don't have older children, you might not realize that kindergarten registration starts in January. So that's just a good thing to keep in mind. This goes over the kindergarten prep checklist. So it goes over everything that you need to do, like visit the doctor, make sure their shots are up, and get them enrolled in the school, and visit the school, and things like that. On this page, this is a picture of all the different signs for the alphabet. So I teach them how to sign their name, and we also do the signs for the color of the week, and we do them for our Bible memory verse. They learn the sign language for that. By the end of the year, they'll have 9 Bible memory verses memorized and the signs that go along with it. And then over here on this last page, this is just the receipt of the preschool tuition. And so here it's got the due date if you're paying monthly, and I'll write down the date I received it, the form of payment, and my initials that it's been received. And this will serve as your receipt of payment. On this side, it says right back to school. So these are things that need to come back. There most likely won't be hardly anything in here except for the first day. So the very first day, there will be this I'm a Ray of Sunshine paper that I'll just ask you to fill this out and to send it back to preschool as soon as possible. If you could send it back on Thursday, that would be amazing. We fill our wall. I've got a whole sunbeam wall that we hang these up. I laminate them and we hang them up. So right here in the middle, it says place a picture of me here. If you don't have a picture of your child printed out, you can text it to me or email it to me, and I'll print it out and attach it. So it just has questions like my favorite color and my favorite food and my birthday and people in my family. So just have your child, sit down with your child and have them help you fill this out. Especially down here at the bottom, it says something special about me. Ask your child to finish that sentence and then write down exactly what they say. And we use this to spotlight the children. At the beginning of the preschool year, each child will have a chance to be spotlighted, and then we hang them on the wall. And the kids love to see their picture up on the wall and to see their friends. And the morning class loves to see the afternoon class. The afternoon class loves to see the morning class. So if you could just send that back as soon as possible, that would be great. And then over here, this is the tuition envelope. So if you're paying with cash or check, you can just slide that in here when tuition is due, and then I'll get that and record it over here. You can also pay with Venmo or Zelle. All right, so that's the yellow folder. I also wanted to go over inside the folder on the calendar. All right, so on the calendar, each week has a weekly focus, so it'll show you what letter is our letter of the week, what our color is, and the book of the week. So the color, the kids, I always encourage them to wear something with the color of the week in it. If they're into it, they love to do it every single day of the week. If they're not that excited about it, maybe you can just help encourage them to wear something with the color of the week on it on Tuesday, the first day of the week. So I'll always have something with the color of the week in what I'm wearing. And then we talk about it. We look around the room and we point out things that are the color of the week. And then over here on each day, there's a number 1 and a 2, and that just goes over what we're doing for centers that day. Each day we have 2 centers. And so it helps you to know what we're doing in class, and it also gives you something to talk to your child about when you're asking them about their day and what they did at preschool. Some kids are super chatty and they'll tell you every detail of who was there and what they did and the story we read. And some kids will just say, I just played toys the whole time. So this will give you a little bit more of an understanding of what we've been doing. And then you can also ask them, like you could look at it and say, Nutella Bear, what was that? Or the B, did you make a letter B today? And so it just helps you to know what we're doing and to be able to talk to them about it. I will put in each square, like each day, I'll put a smiley face, a straight line face, or a frowny face, and that's just indicates what their behavior was that day. If there's ever anything other than a smiley face, there will also be a note, and I'll talk to you about what happened. Let's see, what else? Down here, there's a note from Miss Jenny that just kind of goes over some of the important dates in the calendar. It'll have like looking ahead, so it has dates coming up in October to make sure you have on your calendar. a reminder of tuition, and then down here is the Bible memory verse for the month. And like I was saying earlier, there's hyperlinks if you're on the digital version that will take you right to the video of the Bible memory verse if they want to practice it at home. All right, so in the calendar, the first center each day, we do, like on Tuesday, we make an alphabet animal. On Wednesday, we do our handwriting, and then on Thursday, we do our journals. So I wanted to show you what those look like. This is our alphabet animal. So on the first day of preschool, we're gonna make the letter A, and this is what it looks like. All of the pieces are cut out and paper clipped ready for your child to assemble. So they slide off the paper clip, slide the pieces off, and then they'll trace the letter 3 times. So you trace it down, down, across. So they'll trace it 3 different times, and I tell them the proper way to form the letter. And then they'll make the sign for the letter of the week, alligator. And then they'll show me where all of the pieces go on the letter. And then once they've shown me, then I give them a thumbs up, and they can pull out their glue stick and glue all of the pieces down. And this is what it'll look like once it's assembled. So this will come home every Tuesday. I just fold it up and put it in their folder on the left at home side. And I always like to just point out to the parents that if they want to do something with these, I've got them hanging up in the preschool room, all along the top of my walls in the preschool room. And some of the kids like to do that in their room. They want to have their animals up in the room. Or like parents sometimes will put it like on a wall in their room or on the back of a door or something like that. My son did these when he was in kindergarten, and I thought they were so cute, but I don't know why I didn't think to like display them. And so by the time I thought, oh, that would have been cute to hang them up somewhere, I'd already thrown away like half of them. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want to with them, but I just want to point it out in case you want to do something cute to display them in your house. So that's what we do on Tuesday. On Wednesday, it's our handwriting. And so each child will have their name, and they will practice writing their name. So this is, I can trace my name. And at the beginning of the year, it'll be like this so that they can really practice forming the letters in the proper way with a capital first letter and the rest are lowercase. And then they'll practice tracing it down here. As the year goes on, and depending on where they're at with their handwriting skills, they'll move on to writing their name more. And so we always start at the top. We start on the left side and go all the way across to the right side before they go to the next row so that they're practicing learning proper writing techniques. And then eventually during the second semester or before, if they're ready, each of them will be to a place where they'll trace their name a couple times and then they'll practice writing their name a couple of times. And so at the beginning of the year, sometimes the kids come home with their handwriting and it might just look kind of like scribbles. You just tell them it's amazing and they're doing a wonderful job. The more they practice, the better that they'll get. On Thursday, we have our journal. So this is what the journal looks like. The journal stays at preschool the entire year. It will come home the very end, the very last day of preschool. And so when they come to the table, they trace their name with their finger, and then they look for the letter of the week, and then they make the sign and say apple, or alligator, or another word that starts with the letter A. And then they open it to the first page, and they look for the letter of the week, and make the sign again, apple. And then they turn the page until they find the letter of the week. They trace every letter, and I make sure that they're starting on the left side, on the top line, and they trace every letter all the way across, and then they go down to the next row, trace every letter all the way across, and then down here they do an illustration. And to get an idea of some of the words that start with the letter A, before we do our journal, we always read an Alpha Tale book. And so this book, like The Adventures of Abby Alligator. So every letter has lots of the letter of the week in it. So it gives them ideas of what they might want to do for their illustration. And so we talk and we point out all the words that start with the letter A, and then they go to the table, and sometimes they're totally inspired by the letter of the week and they draw something like an apple or an alligator, or if it's letter D, they want to draw a donut or a dog or something like that. And then other times, totally random, they just draw a picture of a rainbow. And so whatever they draw is just amazing and wonderful. And I just tell them how great of an artist they are. And then we talk about how at the end of the school year, they are the author and illustrator of their own book and they get to bring it home. So that's lots of fun. That's one of my favorite things that comes home the last day of school. Okay, I think that's everything. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me at any time. You can call me or text me or email me. I cannot wait for this preschool year to begin. I've been just counting down the days and so excited. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.